Hey guys, welcome back to 90 Seconds with Chris. Today's video is a continuation of our previous video on corporate bankruptcy. To be more specific, today we're going to be talking about Chapter 11 bankruptcy, also called restructuring or reorganization. This is simply the process of restructuring the company's liabilities and equities to keep the company still in business. This typically happens when a company is struggling and maybe has missed some of its bond payments or its interest payments to its creditors, and so rather than force the company to Chapter 7 bankruptcy where the company is completely destroyed, the investors and the management of the company still believe the company is worth saving and could be profitable in future, so they decide to do Chapter 11 instead, so they could just restructure the company's balance sheet and keep the company still in business until it's profitable in the future. This is really common in the airline industry and also essential businesses like hospital. For instance, if a hospital is in debt, they can't just kick all the patients out and say, hey, this hospital is shut down. So what they do is they push it to Chapter 11 where the hospital or the airline can still stay in operation and still continue its daily business activities while the bankruptcy courts figure out what belongs where as far as restructuring the company's equity. Back to my baker example where I needed $10,000 in startup costs but only had $2,000 of my money put down. So I had to raise the difference of $8,000. I raised $4,000 through selling bonds to creditors at $1,000 per face value, and I raised the other $4,000 through selling shares to investors. Fast forward 1 year and the business is fully operational. But however, we missed our first interest payment to our bondholders, and our bondholders decide they don't want to be patient with us, so they want to force us to Chapter 11 bankruptcy because they believe the bakery can still make more money in the future. Once Chapter 11 is in process, the shareholders and the bondholders both have to hire a team of lawyers to value the assets of the company. Although initially when the bakery started, the assets was worth $10,000. But say both the lawyers on the shareholder side and the lawyers on the bondholder side decide that the assets are worth only $4,000. This means the company's equity is zero because assets is $4,000 and liabilities is $4,000. And the accounting equation said assets equals liabilities plus equity. At this point, this implies that the current shareholders of the bakery are completely wiped out and own nothing in the bakery. However, the bakery is free to create new shares to raise new money and sell to new shareholders in the future. That's it for the video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.